All right, welcome back to Getting Sober ... again. My name is Jay, and today I'm just gonna give you some updates. One major thing that happened is I hit my 90 days of sobriety. Thank you. It might not sound like that's a big deal, but that's the the longest period of time that I've been sober since I turned 21, and I've made it. And I'm pretty proud of myself. I guess, like, I don't want to say like it's not doesn't feel so special, but I just kind of got used to the idea that I was going to get to 90 days well before the fact. It wasn't like I wasn't like struggling. I wasn't like looking at my watch every 15 minutes and then like, I was already there, and I feel very good about that. I feel very grateful that it wasn't that big of a struggle for me. But so I got to the 90 days, and I want to talk a little bit about that. But I have a whole nother episode planned on the 90 days of sobriety, which will be a continuation of my 20 amazing things that happen after you quit drinking alcohol for 30 days. Could be a shorter title, you're right. But so some of the things I noticed, which I'm noticing right now is, as you know, I usually make these videos after I go to the gym. I come home and I take a hot shower and I'm feeling a little tired. So one of the misconceptions for me and maybe for you, we think about like energy, like, oh, I'm gonna have so much energy after I get sober. And it's like, yeah, for the most part, like my energy is more consistent, but like I could totally take a nap right now. And I've rarely been taking naps lately. I have been noticing with, after getting sober, the first month I did take a lot of naps. And some of the days I kind of just like cheated through, meaning like I would take a nap or maybe I would just go to sleep earlier. And then month 2, that kind of went away. And then month 3, I really rarely took any naps. But today I'm a little bit tired. But so that's, one of the things that I would do, when I was drinking more, I would feel like my body was betraying me. And I would take how my body was feeling personally. That's kind of a weird thing to say, right? Or a weird thing to think. But I would always think to myself like, well, I go to the gym, I eat healthy, how come I'm tired? Well, if I'm gonna be tired then, well, guess what, body? Here comes the liquor. And then I would just send that down and then have like, a post-drink cigarette or whatever, which also too, I cold turkey too on cigarettes. So I wasn't really that much of a smoker, but it was, I would have one. I'd have a little nicotine here and there. I'd have maybe a couple of cigarettes a day or whatever. Anyway, so 90 days of sobriety. It's 93 days and 18 hours, but who's counting? And I feel pretty good. Overall, I feel pretty good. Everything across the board is getting better. I will say that. And again, I'll go in greater detail with that other episode. But things are just better across the board. We have to get used to mentally prepare yourself for slow change. That is the advice I'll give to you. Like, I don't know where you're at in your journey. I don't know if, maybe the football playoffs got you, or, your favorite basketball team won or something, or a big trade. I don't know what happens. Or maybe your boss yelled at you and your, spouse wants to divorce you. Sorry, cat hair. And maybe, you got stressed out, and we're all susceptible to feelings. We're all susceptible to falling off the wagon, as it were. But hopefully you didn't this weekend, since I haven't talked to you, and welcome to today. And always, be kind to yourself. We should always be erring on being kind to ourselves. I talk about that in other episodes. I'm gonna keep talking about it, because if you're not kind to yourself, what are you more likely to do? Bad things, right? Maybe drink, maybe physical, maybe you might get in a fight or something, might get in a verbal argument or a physical altercation. You might make some reckless decisions. You might just start to unspiral and unwind. And spiral and unwind. But what we have to do is just tackle that moment and just get through that moment. Your heart might be racing a little bit higher. You definitely may have adrenaline pumping through your body. But when we have those triggers, like when you have adrenaline pumping through your veins, when you're angry, who doesn't want to drink? And it's in every movie that you watch. Oh, I just need a drink. It's every show that you need. They need to sit down and have they get a bottle of whiskey, or they have a shot, or they're at the bar and you punch some guy and you get the tooth knocked out and then you slam down a little shot of whiskey. And hopefully I'm not triggering you now, but there are a lot of triggers in life, right? So If you made it, if you're still clean and sober, congratulations to you. And if you're not clean and sober, then you better be liking this video. And if you're not subscribed, better subscribe too. But anyway, enough of that. Let's see. I took some notes about what I wanted to talk about. So 90 days sober, month off cigarettes. Talked about that already. Oh, I got some new equipment. I'm looking right at it. So one of the things about getting sober is you got more money. You can either be more sober and earn more money because you have more time. Maybe you take more time, you take more hours at work, right? Or maybe you build your skills more. You get some more certifications or whatever. And in my case, I took the money I was saving from not spending on alcohol into buying new equipment. So you can't see because it's intelligent design, but there's a teleprompter right here in front of me, and it says to tell the crowd that they are special and you love them. So, I love you. Thank you for watching. Actually, it doesn't say that on the screen. I made that up. There's nothing on the screen right now because this is not a scripted episode, but there will be some scripted episodes like the 90-day sobriety thing when that goes into detail. That'll be scripted because there's too much that I want to talk about. And then also too, I have like the, I forgot how I phrased it, but like it's like it's like, what is it? Alcohol facts. Like bad alcohol facts. I really wish I remembered how I wrote it because that sounds stupid. But it's upsetting alcohol facts or upsetting facts about alcohol. And there's a bunch of them, a lot of numbers, a lot of statistics about, men, women, and children. I don't mean like high schoolers, but like there are high schooler kids in there, children that live in alcoholic households. There's a lot of upsetting factors in there about disease and there's a lot. So that's going to be scripted also. So I bought this cool teleprompter and I will actually link below. I'm not sponsored by anything that I talk about yet, but if this company wants to sponsor me, that'd be great. So I get some of this money back. And if Rode, Mike, if they want to give me a sponsorship, that'd be great. Put that back down. So I got a new teleprompter. And then I got, I'm finally using my new video tripod. It's a heavy duty tripod now. So I'm actually using that. I've had it for a little while, but I'm using that now to hold the teleprompter and my heavy DSLR. So I'll put, if I remember, I'll put the links all down below for all the stuff that I use for my podcast. And then maybe you can start building your channel with those suggestions. So let's see, what else do my notes say? I hope that you don't mind that I do this because I'm just gonna keep doing it. You're gonna have to be patient. All right. So I was a little tired. I talked about that briefly, but yeah, I went to the gym, right? And I've had, not only did I get an MRI in my abdomen area, I told you about that, and I had the lesions on my liver, I had 2 of them, and now it's just 1. And so that's a blessing, thank you God. But also too, I had to get an MRI on my left knee because it's been messed up. It is currently right now, February 1st of 2020. And my knee got messed up in like September. I'm sorry, it's February 1st, 2021. I don't know what I said, but my knee got messed up in September of 2020, the year that we don't talk about anymore, right? But I just found out that I have like a tear in my meniscus, and there's like a flap, and then there's a fraying of my lateral ligament or something. So I'll find out tomorrow about that. But I went to the gym today and I did more cardio than I've ever done in the last 5 months because I haven't been able to. I haven't really been able to use my knee. I wasn't able to run until like this past week. So a little bit tired. So, my point I was trying to get to earlier was that when we get sober, don't look at your physical symptoms and get trapped in, well, I have a trigger and the trigger is my body. I don't feel great. I don't feel perfect. So, what's the point? I'm just going to go drink anyway. We got to be a little bit more mature than that. So sometimes it's your body just like letting you know, like, hey, why don't you just chill? I am not a chill person. I don't know if you can tell that. Don't let the long hair fool you. I rarely chill. I always do, even like when I was drinking. Like I always want to be doing something, right? I always want to be creating. I always want to be learning, taking tutorials, things like that. And so I'm a little overloaded with learning new stuff. Mentally a little bit fatigued, physically fatigued from being at the gym for like an hour and a half. And I go to the gym every day. So if I feel like this today, that's probably a sign that I should just do what? Binge drink alcohol. That's not right. I should rest, right? So I think I'm gonna take it easy today. After I upload this video, I'll do a little bit light editing, put a little bit of salt on it, put a little bit of pepper on it, upload it, and then I may chill. I probably won't. But that brings me up to my next topic, which is another thing that I'm doing is over the weekend, I'm getting a little bit older. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you actually know how old I am. And hopefully this lighting is doing me justice. This little bit of backlighting. And it's a trick in the film industry to keep, hold on, raise this chair a little bit. To, take a little bit of the years off your face instead of lighting from the front. You light, from the back and the sides. But, so I went to art school a long time ago. And, I went to college for 6 years total, and I have no degree. It was all art for the most part, and like computer repair and diagnostics also. I was always into tech, right? But computer repair and diagnostic that I went, it was all like graphic design, fine art, painting, photography, stuff like that. And then now I'm doing like video work, but I'm learning all this on my own. So you might say like, come on, get to the point, you always ramble. The point, is over the weekend I decided maybe it's time for me to get back and take some classes, some like structured classes, not just YouTube University, right? Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's great. There actually is a YouTube University for creators, which you'll know when you get your channel up past a certain threshold. But I decided that I'm gonna take, as an artist, I know nothing about business. Doesn't mean that I don't know how to make money, but like I really don't know how business works. I don't know what my resources are. I don't know anything. I don't know how to run a successful business. I have a business license. I don't even know what to do with it. So I signed up for business courses. It's a 6-week course online. Nothing crazy. I'm not going to a 4-year accredited university, but it's something. It's offered through GALE Courses, GALE. And if I remember, I'll put the link. So that's actually offered. I strongly suggest for you to check out your local library, because my local library is, Cleveland, the Cleveland Public Library System, CPL. They offer to us, for just having a library, being a library card holder, we get access to all of the GALE courses. And I will put, if I remember, I will put a scroll or a screenshot or something on the screen right now, and you can see what they have to offer. There's like business administration, I think stuff like that. Like maybe there's computer coding, software development. I'm not really sure. I hope that that's right, because otherwise you're reading on the screen and I sound stupid. But also, it's all those classes are free, and there's like no prerequisites. I don't think that there's any materials that you have to buy for it. And apparently they're really well, the courses are really well instructed and pretty kind and flexible, which is something that, we need for being, that we drink too much. We need people to be kind to us, right? Not only ourselves, be kind to yourself, but also too, they offer, I don't know if you were ever familiar with LYNDA with a Y, LYNDA, LYNDA, but they have been an online resource for over, I think, 10 years. And they have structured tutorials and lesson plans for basically, I don't think it's basically, for all software. Like all softwares that you want to learn, but like they've expanded. There's so much more now. Anything that you want to learn that involves like tech. If you want to do computer programming and computer sciences and computer repair and diagnostic and stuff like that, they have structured videos. So I'm learning more about video production, and I spent all weekend, hours and hours and hours over the weekend. I learned more about some audio production, and it's fantastic. It's, because YouTube's great. Like, I'm glad that you're watching me. But one thing I'm not a dietitian, nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. I don't have a certification in drugs or alcohol or whatever addiction. So a lot of what you're subjected to on YouTube, nothing against us YouTubers, is opinions and maybe not, and some facts maybe, and some misconceptions and things like that. And your options are to either follow that person or not follow that person. And so, but these are not accredited courses, but these are structured courses that people have paid decent money to produce, and they are hosted by this very reputable source. So LYNDA, if you're not familiar with LYNDA, is now owned by LinkedIn. And you're probably familiar with LinkedIn, you know, so if you're a professional nowadays and you want to do networking online with other professionals, it's basically the Facebook for professionals. And it is a social media site for professionals, right? And so that is, I think LYNDA is now owned by LinkedIn. So your local library, if it's Cleveland, but I know like in San Francisco, they offer the GALE courses, but it's offered by thousands of libraries. So it might be something that your local library offers, and all you have to do is just put in in my case, I had to put in my library card number and my PIN number. Hello, cat. I had to put in my PIN number for my library card, and then I had access to all of that material. And also Rosetta Stone. So you get Rosetta Stone for free. That's bonkers, isn't it? Because I know that all of those websites were at least $100 to join. So that's gonna be it for today. Apparently my cat is starving. My 20-pound cat needs something. Oh, now he's just sitting on the couch. I'm freaking out for no reason. But anyway, it's still gonna be the end of the video. So let me know what's going on in your life and in your world. Comment below. Did you make it through the weekend without drinking? Hopefully you did. And if you didn't, I still love you. And good luck on your journey. I will see you in the next video. Check down below for all the resources that I said that I was gonna put in the video so much, but it's worth it. All right, goodbye for now. And I already said it, but see you in the next video.